Hey everyone, today I will be reviewing WWE's Classic Superstars Collector Series number 16 review on Sycho Sid, or as I like to remember him from WWF, Sid Justice. Alright, so I want to get a couple things straight first. You know that I have a lot of vintage figures. My main cartoons when I was growing up, Ninja Turtles, Dragon Ball Z, X-Men, but I was also really into wrestling from the late 80s and very early 90s. If you've been following my other stop-motion channel, Legend of Metal 777, you'll see that WWF classic matches are coming up here soon too, so I'm starting to collect some of these now also. But keep one thing in mind though, I will not be collecting any character that debuted after about 1994. Okay, so anyway, moving on. I got this figure at my local Toys R Us, rather than eBay, for $4.98. Good steal, but even on eBay I was just looking and it was around $6.99 loose, like $8 brand new. It's nothing major, he's pretty cheap. I had to get him because growing up, when I first saw him, he was pretty much the biggest guy. He was the tallest and the strongest, it looked like he could break Hulk Hogan into a twig, he was huge, so it was kind of one of my favorites, so I had to get him. This is also my very first Jakks Pacific wrestling figure. I grew up with the old Hasbro lines, so yeah, because the articulation, my stop motion videos will be with these guys rather than the old Hasbro, because old Hasbro had pretty much no articulation. So yeah, let me open this up and see what I think of it. Okay, so here we are, Sycho Sid, Sid Justice, Sid Vicious, whatever you want to call him. He is just over 7 inches. I thought he was going to be in scale. I expected him to be 6.7 because he's 6 feet 7. Okay, so first I'll go over the articulation. I do know they have super articulated, I forget what the series is called, where they can move their legs side to side, but these just go up and then bend the knees. You can't really go up all the way. It's about as best you can do. And the feet do have some articulation too. The arms are kind of like Marvel Legends. You get the little ball joint thingy, so you can go outwards, you can go upwards, diagonal, whatever. Elbow. Most of you already probably know this, of course, but this is my first Jakks wrestling figure, so give me a break here. You got hand movement, wrist, and then you can also turn the hand too. So that's cool. The head is not much. Let's see, you can go side to side, not really up and down. I'm wondering if that's because of his jacket. I'll take that off in a second. I'm surprised the hair is actually a little rubbery. I thought it was going to be hard plastic, but I don't know what you can see. You can see it kind of bend a little bit, so that's cool. Now, paint-wise, he seems really, really pale. If you look at pictures of him in real life, he's pretty tan. And I think that's a big problem with a lot of these wrestling figures. They're way too pale. I remember at one point, Hulk Hogan in the early 90s, he was so tan, he was almost black, pretty much. So, don't know how I feel about that. But they do have the veins popping out. Good job on the abs, and more veins. The face is very much like typical Sid Justice face, angry, whatever. I think it would have been nice if the shoulder pad here was actual fabric, but it's just paint. And the vest he's wearing, it's just flappy rubber. Again, this is my first wrestling figure, so I don't know how this goes, but I'm going to try to take it off on camera here. Don't make fun of me. I don't know what I'm doing here. But I want to get this off because the Sid Justice that I remember, never had a vest. This is from later Sycho Sid days, I guess. How the fuck am I supposed to get this off? Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, that was kind of hard for a first timer. I had to like put his arms all the way up and take off that way. Yeah, finally got it. Okay, let's see. Another thing I wanted to point out is his feet are pretty freaking big. I don't know if his feet are actually that big in real life, or if they make them that way so you can stand them up on the ring. I did buy another figure, another Jakks wrestling figure to compare. I bought Earthquake, if you even remember him. I hardly do, I mean I was just a kid. But his feet aren't really that big compared to Sid Justice. Or Sycho Sid, whatever you want to call him. So I guess they do kind of base it on a real person, maybe. The belt's really cool. I wish the Hasbro figures had better belts like this. Nice shiny, nice detail. But I bet $1 million by the time these figures get really old, these things will be breaking no problem at all. I mean, they will get really stiff. It's hard rubber. Yeah, that'll break off eventually one year. So yeah, that's kind of it. One other thing I wanted to do, or also talk about, is I wish they had some kind of some kind of a gloss on the paint of the body, because now it looks, I mean, like they're not sweating yet. So if you've seen my other video, here's a little trick that I do for my stop motion to make my figures look all nice and shiny and fancy. You do Armor All Protectant wipes. So let's give them a little shine here. We'll take some before and after pictures. You ready? It's a little better, not only if he was tan, but also doing the Armor wipes on the boots and the vest. Make them look all nice and shiny like they are in real life. And they have some matches, and on the vest too especially, it looks more like a vinyl jacket or a nice shiny leather jacket rather than plain, you know. I suppose you could probably do it on the belt too. I didn't try that yet. Probably make it look a little darker, a little more fresh, and also protect it from breaking. So yeah, Armor wipes are pretty good. So yeah, that's about it. Next review might be on Earthquake. I'm also ordering Shawn Michaels vs. Razor Ramon, the ladder match one. So yeah, you'll see a couple, but don't worry, I'll still be doing my Dragon Ball Z, Ninja Turtles, X-Men, and everything else. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.